Hey Cancer, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 29th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. First card out, we have the Death card, which indicates some sort of major ending with long-lasting consequences. The Nine of Cups in reverse says that whatever you're shedding right now is something that was keeping you from achieving a wish or a goal or a dream. And by embracing this shedding of the skin, you're redirecting that part of yourself toward a better alignment with your goals and wishes and dreams for yourself for the future. Your challenge, we have the Hermit, a need to introspect, to pull back from a situation and see the big picture. When we're experiencing big changes in life, it can be difficult to think long term or see the benefit to the change. To consider others in our moment of feeling the challenge of incorporating a big change into our life. Your focus is on the King of Cups, staying emotionally centered and grounded, being caring and compassionate in some role or responsibility. It's possible that some of you are centering someone else in your life right now and letting them be your emotional rock. But I think for most of you, this is a quality that's living in you. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Whatever you completed in the recent past has opened the door for some bigger ending. It's like a singer or a recording artist who is working really hard to complete an album, and they put the album out and they finally can lay down that burden and turn in the album to the label, and the label can market it, and they prepare for the tour, and it's going to be their farewell tour, and it's going to be the last album that they ever make, and it represents some big closure. So the Ten of Wands is like, I finished that album, and the Death card is like, and that's the crowning achievement of my career, and I'm going to retire. So apply that as it fits your situation. There's some bigger ending denoted here with the Death card. From your higher self perspective, one of the best things to come from this season in your life is the King of Swords energy. I do think that this is actually someone else. It feels like an external energy to you, aligning with someone maybe who is very logical. I'm tapping into their qualities, the way that you perceive them. You feel like you admire how you think they're really smart. You admire how well informed they are on a lot of topics. There's someone who you feel like you can believe when they tell you things, either because they're citing their sources or they just have a sense of trustworthiness about them. Yeah, but why is this person in Cancer's life? The way that I'm perceiving this is you're gonna feel like they have qualities that you want to hone within yourself, perhaps. I'll just say it the way that I'm picking up on it. It feels like you think they have qualities that you're lacking. Like maybe you can never find the right words, or maybe when someone asks you how you know something, you can't remember the article that you learned it from, or you can't, you say, you mix up your examples and you give the wrong quote or attribute it to the wrong person. There's something about like this person's exactness and precision and correctness that you admire because you feel like it's something that you're not. And I don't think that it comes up in a way of like making you feel bad about yourself, because I think that's a positive connection with this person. They're either a close friend, a family member, a boss, a mentor, someone that cares about you. Okay, I'm going to move on because I know I'm dwelling. I'm trying to bring through like helpful messages about this person. I don't have any like strong indication that it would definitely be a romantic partner, but there's always that possibility. If this King of Cups is someone that you are like really having positive feelings toward, and you're connecting with them on an emotional level, I think that their King of Swords qualities are also going to come to bear in a positive way on your life. In the near future, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This either represents a real, like, what's that term for, like, the record skipping moment? You know, that sound effect where it's like the record is like, and the meaning behind that vibe is like, oh no, all of a sudden what's going on in my life? That was, who said what now? You did what? And it's this being taken aback suddenly, like the script is going along swimmingly, and then something shifts where it's like, that was unexpected, maybe in a bad way, I need to pay attention to it. Now, it's possible that this Knight of Wands in reverse is you connecting with your King of Swords, King of Cups character on an intimate basis for the first time. You seeing a new quality of them where, like, oh wow, they can get super passionate and they're a lot of fun as well in that intimate sort of a way. It's possible because within the context of a holistic, healthy relationship, that can indicate like a night of passion. I just saw the pun in that. An evening of passion with the Knight of Wands in a sort of like they take your breath away, you didn't see it coming sort of surprising energy. So there is that possibility, but I would highly caution this connection because the Knight of Wands in reverse is usually someone who is in it for themselves, irresponsible, will move in any new direction based on what suits their fancy in that moment. They're not loyal. They're not thinking about the future. They're thinking about what excites them that minute, and they're not capable of much else. So look out for that. That could be you deciding to have a one-night stand with someone, or throwing caution to the wind and saying like, oh, you know what? I like this person, I'm going to hook up, I'm not going to care about what happens next. Your surprise energy, we have the Queen of Cups, so now we have a pair, King and Queen of Cups showing up here, facing one another. I definitely like that energy. It bodes well for like a healthy emotional commitment. Whatever big change you're going through right now is definitely opening you up to experience something positive. But we have this Three of Swords there at the bottom of the deck, so I don't know if you're maybe both experiencing some grief and loss, and that shared experience is going to form part of like the foundation of your relationship. I know of people who have like they've lost like a mutual friend, someone passed away, and then because of like the funeral and the wake and dealing with someone's affairs after they've passed, you have the opportunity to sort of connect with these people in a different way and on a more regular basis, and you're consoling each other and opening up about some deep feelings that allows you to sort of have a deeper relationship more quickly than you would in just a normal dating circumstance. And when it happens organically, I think it can be a very like unique sort of a connection. That's sort of what I'm picking up on here. I'm not predicting anyone passing away. I'm saying it might be part of the circumstances that you're already experiencing. So if that sounds like you, this is definitely your reading. What's going to surprise you, though, is what it brings out of you. Maybe your feelings of, your feelings toward this person somehow reflect on you in a very positive sense. Your hopes and fears. Excuse me. We have the King of Wands and the Star in reverse. So we bring out more masculine Wands energy. 3 out of the 4 kings here. I guess I want to highlight the missing king is the King of Pentacles. So could just mean that we're not talking about finances here. That's not a factor in your connection with this person. I think to the point where they're not going to worry or suspect that you're attracted to them for their money, which would be a positive thing. Okay, so with hopes and fears being this combination, there's someone from your past that has this sort of an energy, and you're hoping that you get the good qualities of that in this new person without the negative qualities. The Tower in reverse is like, I've seen that before. It was a disaster. This is like someone who's powerful and attractive and really good in bed. But you connect that with the Star in reverse, and it's like they cause more disruption than healing in your life. Something about the energy feels off with this connection. It's like they might be in like an energy vampire. I don't think that this doesn't feel like necessarily an abusive or toxic partner. But it does feel like maybe someone who always puts their needs first. It's more about your lens through which you see that energy, and pinning all your hopes and dreams on a person versus the reality of that connection having hurt you in some way or disappointed you, fallen short of your hopes and dreams. So there's nuance there, like, am I going to pin all my hopes and dreams on this person because of how commanding of respect they are in public and confident they are, and they allow their passions to guide their actions? But there's some sort of template you have of that persona that you're projecting on them that doesn't match the reality, and that results in you feeling deeply disappointed. And I don't know how else to describe that. It's not that they're doing anything wrong per se. So I think you had something like that in your past, and now some part of that experience, or maybe the whole thing, you don't want to see happen again because it didn't work out the way that you wanted. The end result, we have the world, which is a huge leveling up. You go through that death energy and shed the old skin, and the universe responds by presenting you with this portal that you can walk through. Leave the past in the past, step onto a new chapter, and start writing the new story of your life. The implications are that it's bigger and better, and you have more freedom to explore. You're a better version of yourself, you've worked on yourself, and now you have a chance to show it off to the world. Let's get you some advice. The High Priestess in reverse. It's time to connect with the mundane world around you. And not to say that you're not living your life, but Spirit is coming through with this card to say, you may have a pattern of relying very heavily on your experiences in a spiritual sense. That could mean that as you're going through life, you are having a story go on in your mind about the meanings behind it, and Spirit saying, if you connect more fully with the reality of what's in front of you, then you'll have a more meaningful experience, or it'll be like part of what your oversoul, your higher self, wants to experience now. Assigning some intuitive meaning or feeling psychic connections. Maybe that's part of your day-to-day. And for some reason, Spirit is saying if you ease off of that, the reality of your life is going to benefit. They're really drawing an example to my mind of someone who would tell their partner things like, well, I know that you're having a hard time. I'm tapping into you psychically. Last night I was really feeling your emotions, and I know how you're feeling, so let's talk about it. Or like, I can help you, or if you want me to tap into you psychically to heal your blocked chakras, I can help. I think that was all coming from a good place, but the person would eventually break up with that partner because it was like they weren't present in the relationship having the mundane human experience of connection, and it was all in the spiritual realm. So from that one partner's perspective, it was very like real, but they were perceiving it as happening in the astral or in the esoteric spiritual realm, the unseen. Okay, so I described that example to say there's something about your connection to spirituality or the way that you apply that to your day-to-day life that Spirit's saying you're going to have an opportunity to really live life and not so much make it about the interpretations, or like, what does it mean when I see 1111, or what does it mean when the butterfly visits? Is this grandma? Am I connecting with my grandmother through this butterfly flying through? Or it's like, recognize the beauty in the butterfly. Nature is beautiful. You have a deep spiritual connection to the matter around you. You can reach out and touch it. This other being wants to connect with you, and it's beautiful and it's real and it's here in front of you. So I don't want to talk that into the ground, but there's something about, I never want to say having a spiritual life, a vibrant connection to the spiritual realm is a negative, but I could see how if you make that your everything and you replace other experiences with a spiritual interpretation, I can see what Spirit might be saying there with missing out on, what's right in front of you. So, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back next time.